What is up, everyone? Welcome to the one and only BMX news channel on YouTube. In this video, we will be talking about complete bikes and what you need to know if you are looking to buy one or are just starting BMX, so you can understand what choice is right for you and to prevent you from getting ripped off in a private sale. Some bikes can be better than others, and we don't want to have favorites in this section. We want to bring you true information that isn't tainted by personal views. We are simply teaching you what materials and styles are better than others by proof of industry statistics. To make this easy for you, I'm going to list the terms and categories on one screen. We will break them up into 3 different ranges, determined on which types of bikes hold up to the most abuse and which bike you really need. We are using the easy, low, medium, and high ideology here, and I'm going to list the typical terms you would find in a sale description or catalog. There are tons of complete bikes on the market, and all of them have a different combination of parts. I'm going to show you what terms are mostly present together at the same time in a sale description. Don't search price, search the actual description. First off, let's talk about what a low-strength bike mainly consists of. A BMX bike for general purpose and not designed for intensive riding would have a lot of these characteristics and terms in their sale descriptions. High tensile steel material. Now, basically, the whole bike, wherever there could be chromoly, there's going to be high tensile steel. High tensile steel is not a very strong material, and it's not very good for anything BMX-wise, and not really good for maybe even more than a bunny hop. It would also have a standard head tube. Standard head tubes are basically unsealed headsets. And it would have a one-piece crank. Unsealed bearings in almost the whole bike, which would be the bottom bracket and the bearings would be unsealed. And it would have single wall rims. This is pretty much your typical Walmart bike. Now that we have covered what a base bike would have, let's talk about medium strength bikes. These bikes can hold up to a fair amount of abuse, but lack a few things to save you money in the wallet. A medium strength bike that would be perfect for a new rider trying to save some money would have these typical characteristics or terms in their sale descriptions. Chromoly front triangle. Now what a chromoly front triangle is, that basically means that your bike is half and half chromoly and high tensile steel. Now the top tube, down tube, head tube, seat tube, and bottom bracket will be chromoly, but the chain stays and seat stay is all going to be high tensile steel. So it's all right, but it kind of lacks being full chromoly to save you some money in the wallet. And these bikes will also have integrated head tube, a general 3-piece crank, a chromoly steer tube. Now what a chromoly steer tube means that your front forks are just like the chromoly front triangle. They're half and half chromoly and high tensile steel. Now the main part of the forks that holds the wheel is going to be high tensile steel, but the insert that goes through the steer tube that goes through the frame, that's going to be chromoly. So it's like half and half. It'll also have a sealed mid bottom bracket. It'll say sealed mid BB when you're looking it up in a description usually. It could also have a sealed 9-tooth cassette hub. That's also something you want to look for on kind of a base bike if you're really getting into BMX. You want to have a 9-tooth sealed cassette hub. A bike with a description similar to this would be okay to start out with, but honestly, if you're serious about BMX, don't get a frame with a chromoly front triangle. From riding experience, I can tell you it won't last as long as you need it to. So now that we have broke down the 2 other strengths of bikes, let's talk about the coup de grace, the bee's knees, the bikes that the pros ride. Probably what everyone is here to find out. Okay, so high strength bikes would be some of the best on the market and would stand up to a world of abuse, would typically have these terms together in their descriptions. 100% full chromoly frame, forks, and bars. So usually it'll just say 100% full chromoly frame, full chromoly fork, or chromoly bars. And it'll say 1-piece steer tube, 3-piece 48 spline cranks, double wall rims. Double wall rims are pretty much the standard if you're going to be you're doing some serious BMXing and taking yourself off some stair sets and things like that. It'll have sealed front and rear hubs. Could be a cassette or a free coaster. Just know that a free coaster really increases the price of the bicycle, and it's more of a preference. If you've never ridden a free coaster before, I don't suggest getting one right off the bat. Just get one with a cassette. It'll save you some money anyway. And you can get one later on. And it could have removable brake mounts, which are optional, but really shouldn't even make this list. But, you know, most of them have it. These bikes can run pretty high, so don't waste your money on one if you don't need it yet. Although, if you are hooked on BMX and you know you will be riding for life, it's best to buy a bike with a 100% full chromoly frame. From there, you have a good platform to build off of with new parts. I know there are certain things we left out and there are more things we can cover, but that's why we have the BMX News channel. This video is just to help you know the main differences in BMX bicycles and what determines the general quality of one. I hope wherever you go to buy a bike, whether it be your local shop or mail order, you use this information to buy the right bike for your needs. If you are only going to ride around the block or are just starting into BMX, you don't need to buy a very expensive bike. And like I mentioned, if you plan to be serious and expand, buy a bike that is at least equipped with a 100% chromoly frame. And one major point for you guys to remember, we are BMX and we ride rough. In lots of cases, you sacrifice strength and integrity the lighter you go. Other than that, be flexible with your choices. Do your research and make sure the bike you are looking to buy fits your needs. That's about it on Buying Completes. If you didn't get your fill of the BNC, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video or found the information useful, hit that like button or share it so somebody else can check it out. Thank you all for watching, and go outside if it's a beautiful day. If not, watch some more of our stuff then. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Stay steezy.